You know me. I'm normally quite an easygoing, laid-back kind of chap. Not much bothers me. Very easy going, and things. I mean, what bothers me? Well, people, people who speak to me, and people who do things around me. A very small list of things, of annoyances, and but up there on top of that list, is people who clone my family's Facebook accounts to try and scam me out of money. Now let me explain. So last night through Facebook, I received a message from an aunt I haven't heard from for a long time. So quite excited, I opened up to see what she was saying, much loved, and I came upon this. So it says, hello. So I replied, of course, hello, how are you doing? And she replies, I'm doing pretty good. How are you keeping? So far, I am sold that this is my aunt. As you can see, I've blurred her face out because it's my aunt. Give her a bit of privacy. And so I, of course, replied, how are things keeping? Not too bad. Working hard, living quiet, as the saying goes. Just got the kids to sleep. So now I meant to myself, all well down south? So she then replies, well, things are quite different now with me. God has done a new thing in my life. I've been living my dream life lately with happiness, thanks to a friend of mine who told me to apply with the Lions Club International Programme. Have you heard about them? So straight away, suspicions. I'm like, ooh, suspicions. Dodgy. So I reply saying, I have not. To which she carries on, well, I suspect it was her, but it's not. It's actually a new initiative programme from the Lions Club International, organised to give back to blah 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 blah, assistance paying for bills blah blah blah, businesses and kids fees blah 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 blah, and people left out of this too, and widows and veterans blah 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 blah. Shite, basically, spam shite. So I knew straight away, my auntie's been hacked. Now, with all respect to her, she's not the most tech-savvy person in the world. I can see it happening. Somehow, the scammers have got a hold of her account and they're messaging me. I am, as you can imagine, furious. So I thought, I'm going to carry this on. Well, that just sounds like they're doing the Lord's work right there. Praise Swayze. So, a good start. This programme is unbelievable. This is a programme I paid £2,000 and got £150,000 delivered to me when I applied for the grant, and I was told I'm eligible for the grant, and ought to pay it back. You can also apply too. Well, that's wonderful. I can afford the agent email address to you. Great. It's a great opportunity. Well, I'm sold. That sounds like an opportunity that's too good to miss. However, I do have some questions first, like, do you ever wonder what Predator 2 would have been like if Patrick Swayze had accepted the leading role when offered? I mean, Danny Glover was good, but the Swayze is a whole other level. Now, I think that's a fair question to ask. And they reply, of course, Danny Glover was good. Let me forward the programme head agent email address to you, then you'll check it out. I'm like, yeah, but he's no Swayze. Am I right or am I fucking right? And they reply, you are right. Preach. So then they go on to forward the email address for this alleged agent and to email them, of course, straight away, and to do that and keep them updated. Sure. So I, of course, reply, that looks like a perfectly legitimate email and trustworthy email address. How large a media file can their email client accept? I always like to start a new business dialogue with a new investment by sending any prospective partner my own fan-made version of Dirty Dancing. I filmed it myself. In fairness, it's mostly just 2 hours of me standing in the back garden screaming at cats. She replies, I know you will be very happy because they are like seed that germinate to sustain the life for a good living. Their concept and creative are beyond my imagination. Now, this is not my aunt, I can tell you right now, because those are two big words with too many syllables for her to be typing. With all love and respect. Love you, Kathy. I reply, I'm not going to lie to you, Kathy. I haven't been this excited since that time back at your old house when I took a shit in a sandwich bag and stuck it in the back of your freezer. Can't believe that stayed in there for 16 years until the freezer packed down after a power cut. Man, that stench was unbearable. Oh. To which, Kathy replies, very funny. Wasn't it? I remember you were so angry. I still forgive you for cutting off my ear, you know. Perfectly understandable that you were pissed off, especially since your Cocker Spaniel ate the defrosted jobby and vomited back up all over your new IKEA sofa. Now, she then replies, I was so angry then, so they're committed to the role. They're committed to pretending to be my aunt. You scamming bastard. Right, email sending now. It's taken a minute or two. I've sent my director's cut of the movie scene since you've recommended them so highly. It's got a DVD commentary attached to it, with me talking about the life and times of His Royal Wonderfulness, Sir Patrick Swayze. So what I did then was set up a fake email account, because really you don't want to email these guys with your own email, because obviously they're going to spam you then directly or sell your mail on. So I made up a strange account, which I don't forget the name of anyway, but this address you see on screen here is the name of the agent who I was supposed to be contacting, agentsmith495@gmail.com. And I emailed him with the time of my life. And it reads, Hello Agent Smith, I've been asked to email you by a relative regarding an investment opportunity, and I'm very excited to be involved. I am concerned though. I won't need to be subjected to any form of anal probing, will I? Because last time I visited the surgery, I had nearly 3 fingers up there. Only took the dog in for its vaccinations. To which Agent Smith replied with simply a form telling me that I could fill in a claim requirement form. I am welcome to the Lions Club International Programme, and are you ready to fill in the form now? Okay, no, I'm not. No. So of course I replied, saying, this just seems too good to be true, Agent Smith. Might I have some details from you first, like what exactly I'm putting my money into, how long before I get money back, and exactly how much better than Dirty Dancing is Roadhouse? The reply I got from Agent Smith was basically blah blah blah, we're fantastic, we give money to poor people and to businesses, and we give lots of cash, and you don't have to pay it back. You don't even need to be have bad credit or bankruptcy or co-signers. That sounds wonderful. I'm totally in. So I wondered if they would accept different forms of currency. Obviously, pounds are hard to come by these days with Brexit and, being skint. So I did ask, wonderful, can I pay this in bandit tokens? I've managed to rob fuck out of the local arcade, and I've probably enough of their own branded tokens to warrant a street value of over £4,000. Will this be enough? They replied with a somewhat generic email saying the funds and award is not to be paid back and blah blah blah, and if you're interested, please do not bother to reply. Sorry, if you're not interested, don't bother to reply. Are you ready to proceed with claim requirements? I've never been more ready in my life, Agent Smith. I am absolutely ready to proceed. However, just so I know that you are as much a legitimate enterprise as I believe you are, could you provide me with a quick piece of evidence to prove I'm not just talking to an automated computer? Say perhaps a quick photo with maybe one of your shoes on your head will prove to me unequivocally that you're upright and honest. I think a fair request. So of course I'm still also in communication with Kathy. And she writes, I wish you the best of luck. I say, so how do I go about sending this group my investment? Bank transfer, Bitcoin, PayPal, carrier pigeon, virgin sacrifice? Let the agent get back to you. He will explain everything to you perfectly. Oh, will he now? I'm so excited I could shit Kathy. This is just the kind of windfall I've been looking for since I went on the run. You would think that 3 feet of concrete would be enough to hide the bodies, but all it takes is one nosy bastard neighbour setting foundations for a new fence, and bang, you've got 5 minutes to pack a bag before the armed police are at your door. Thumbs up, Kathy. Thanks. Thumbs up to that, So I said, email sent, Kathy. Now I have to try and hide my excitement direction until they reply. And then she replies, I wish you the best of luck once again. Thank you, Auntie. When I'm speaking about erections and, So I probe her for more help. I say, any advice or tips you can give me before they reply, Kathy? You've always been great with advice. Especially that time you told me to never trust a fart that sounds like a pensioner gargling mouthwash. Of course I told you, but this is a really great program. Keep calm with the agent and obey the rules and regulations. Well, they've replied, Kathy, but it just says welcome to the Lions Club International. No other details. Is there a secret code I'm missing? Oh hell, it's just like one of those secret clubs where I have to send them naked photographs of the soles of my feet. I've been caught out by that before 5 too many times. Wow, I'm glad they get back to you immediately. They were very prompt, but now I have no idea what to do. And here's me with exactly £200 in used banknotes just waiting to be pumped into a somewhat vague and incomprehensible money scheme that's been recommended by a much-loved family member. I know you're going to qualify for the program. Just be prayerful and please be honest with the agent. I think the agent is still with you. They were. We were corresponding. I'll get to that in a second. They are. And this all seems too good to be true. I've got the money just waiting to send Kathy, but I need to make sure that Agent Smith isn't just an automated computer system out to scam me. So I've asked that they provide me with a photo of a shoe on their head to prove that I'm dealing with a genuine human being. Stop that, Scott. Don't you believe me? Have I ever put you into something deceitful? How could you tell an agent to send you a photo of a shoe in his head? I mean, I think it's a purely, normal request. So of course I then reply, you know as well as I do, Kathy, that the internet is a dangerous place. The least I can do is ask that they prove they're human. Spelt they're wrong, which is irking my brain. Putting a shoe on their head does just that. It proves that I'm talking to an actual human. They'll need to be quick though. I either send them this £4,000 tonight, or I'm spending the whole bastarding lot on hobnobs. Well, all is left to you, but I don't believe you can say this. You should have known that I can't put you in something fishy. I trust you completely, Kathy. Only you know where I hid those bodies many years ago, but I don't know anything about this Agent Smith. Sending me a photo of a shoe on his head proves to me that that not only are they genuine, but also that they are willing to go above and beyond to make sure that my hard-earned money is safe in their hands. Scott, your money is safe in their hands. You have nothing to think about. Once I receive the shoe photo, Kathy, I'll get the forms filled in and the money sent tonight. And I got a thumbs up, which you can't really see there behind my massive head. Great, Kathy, great. Of course, back to my email correspondence, and Agent Smith is sensing something fishy. I completely understand Agent Smith, and I have £4,345 in savings I'd like to invest tonight. But I will need to see a photo of a shoe on your head to verify that I am sending my money to a legitimate businessman or woman, and not just to a suspect computer program. It's a lot of money, Agent Smith. It's a simple request, I think. Scott. Agent Smith replies simply with, Dear applicant, are you trying to ridicule us? How very dare they? Yes. Of course, I'm nothing but soothing in my reply. Absolutely not, sir. I have nothing but the utmost respect for you and your services. I do, however, act cautiously when it comes to handing out my money. A simple photo taken quickly with a camera phone of a shoe on your head is merely a minor inconvenience, considering the sizable investment I'll be sending your way. Please send forthwith, as I have to leave for a business meeting shortly with a fudge packing startup that is looking for a serious investment. They've already sent me a photograph of their CEO with his shoe on his head, but I'd rather invest with yourselves. Concise, clear, straight to the point. Give me a shoe on your head. So by this point, they've replied again, which I haven't got the email screenshotted. They did reply again saying that I would have to send them £500 worth of Amazon vouchers to verify myself. So, of course, I replied, certainly. Once you send me the verification photograph with shoe on head, I will forward the serial codes for the vouchers. I could only get 5 $100 cards through my business account. Will that be adequate, Scott? They replied again with simply, get back to us with an Amazon vouchers of £500 for proper indulgence. I replied with, I am dejected. that you are not willing to indulge me in this small request for legitimacy. If you change your mind, the cash is waiting in an offshore account to be transferred to you. Regards, Scott. I'm still hoping I get the shoe in the head. This is the ultimate payoff for this whole goddamn 2 to 3 hours I spent last night wasting time with these scamming horrible bastards. So they insinuated that should they get the vouchers, they will send photo verifications. So I replied saying, great, I look forward to receiving the photo verification first. Should I just send the voucher codes to this email address afterwards, Scott? And they replied, you can't receive any picture from us, so there. Send the vouchers and we will proceed as I said earlier. So in the hope that I was still going to pull this off, I messaged again saying, I'm heart sore to hear this, Mr. Smith. I was looking forward to investing with your group. The vouchers would have been a mere drop in the pond for me, you see. I find myself with a large amount of disposable income waiting to invest in startups and growth opportunities. And photo verification is only for both of our security moving forward. I wish you good luck in your future endeavours, and may you ging en week twa digits up your shecht box, as we say here in Scotland. Clearly thinking I'm being sincere, Agent Smith replies with, thank you for your support. So at this point I realise I'm not getting a shoe on the head photograph, and I've snapped. I've become angry, folks, and I've replied to Agent Smith. I think it's only fair to admit that you've got none of my support whatsoever. In fact, I think you're a dirty, horrible, scamming bastard. I reported your email address and passed on all screenshots of our conversations to the relevant authorities. Not only are you a shite bag of the highest order, particularly for using my aunt's Facebook account to try and con me, but I sincerely hope that you end up jailed alongside a larger and uglier man than you, who will think nothing of regularly violating your pooping hole with a hefty and wiry hairbrush. May you suffer horrible anal lesions. Now, I think that's a very clear and concise reply to this horrible shower of bastards who are trying to rob me of several £1,000s, and their reply was simply, may you suffer horrible anal lesions. Sadly, no payoff, no shoe on head, but there we go. I thought I'd share with you. I thought there was too many screenshots there to dump in an image post on Facebook. I may still do that as well, though, for you to read at your heart's content. But I call this a fail. Hopefully next time we'll get a shoe in the head. Take care, folks. Good night.